today we will be working with task capture installation and creating a PDD for the login validator. This is the task that we are going to do. So to get the details, you can go into the task list. Okay. Now every project will have some life cycle, like when it should start, when it should end, what are the things that should happen each and every state. That's what we need to have. Now, the different things that we can expect in each and every project are documentation phase, where we will check on creation of PDD. Now, I will tell you how to create a PDD in a while, but try to understand the sequence. Now, after documentation, after you complete a PDD and take a sign off from the business stating that, okay, this is what I want, then a developer comes into picture and they will start the development. Then after the development completes, then the testing will happen in the local machine. Once the testing is completed in the local machine, we will go into the UAT and we will test in the different environment. Once the deployment is testing is completed in different environment, at final stage, we will go into the deployment. Okay. And tell me something. Now, is your development machine or development environment anywhere connected to the production? Are you able to connect, or will you be able to directly access anything from the production environment?
No.
On the production, you will not, or you cannot. Okay. Now, whatever you're seeing in the orchestrator that you are accessing, okay, this you will not be able to access from your studio. It's a complete different environment. You can only access it and you need to do everything manually here. Okay. Now, in this tasks, on week 1, we have completed task 2, but actually now we need to complete the task 1, that is task capture. Okay, after we deployed, now if it executes properly, then we need to provide supported maintenance. Let's say that we need, as all of a sudden your log message is not working, you need to identify why things are not working and all. We'll go into each and every detail at later point of time, but let's go ahead and see what is task capture for now, because we need to go in a streamlined manner. Task capture. Now, why do we need to work with task capture and what is task capture? Um, Let's say that I give you a requirement. Can you please go ahead and create an automation project? There is a website, vajrang.org, and in that go to login validator and create a process, or create the automation for that process. What if this is the requirement from a client? What is your answer? See, I just gave information over voice or over a team meeting. Anyone who missed this meeting, will they be able to understand what is the requirement? If he or she must know, will they be able to understand what is the requirement? No.
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 So to have everyone in sync and to make sure everyone understands the process, we need to create something called as documentation. Okay. Now, as a part of it, the first step is to understand and to create the flow of the steps. So whatever we are trying to automate, we must have a complete flow, like a complete Word document or some kind of document, which helps us to show the required details. Now, one way to do that is to do a screen recording and to send them. Again, if you do a screen recording, will someone be able to sit for a 20-minute time, and every time they have some issue, can they go and watch the video? So the best part is to create a document so that the document more details can be added, and we can add screenshots also in the document. So are you following me why we are creating this PPT, or why we are creating this task capture?
Yeah.
Okay, so to work or to have those screenshots, we cannot depend only on our screenshots or snipping tool. There need to be some advanced tools. One of the tool is task capture. Again, this is provided by UiPath. All you can do is open these tasks, open to task capture, and then go and download the task capture and install it. Once you install it, it will be shown in here. If it is not available, let's go ahead and check in other machine. Okay, and task capture. So this is what you will get once you install it. to complete this task of downloading and installing this task capture, open the OneNote, go to task capture, and then click on this download task capture. So
Yes.
why do we need to use task capture? To create PDD, that is process definition document, and create flow diagrams. If you want to create any flow diagrams, we can use task capture. And if you want to create any simple skeleton, okay, so that also can be done. So even directly, you can create some skeleton of how the process can happen, and you can give it to a developer or anyone who wants it. Okay, if you can see, you will not be able to use any reframework or create any reframework. So it will just give you a flow. This is just a template that you are going to have. Okay, now there is one use case, that is RPA challenge. Document the process flow. How many of you know what is RPA challenge website and how to work on it? RPA challenge. So this is the website, RPA challenge. Okay, the requirement of this RPA challenge is simple. So let's say that there is a input form or input Excel. So this is the Excel that we have that gets downloaded. Now, if you can see here, there is multiple information that's available in the form of Excel, right? Now I need to go into this challenge website, and I need to fill in this form like John Smith. The first name is John. Okay, the second name is Smith. So like this, I need to fill in all the details for every row and click on submit. Again, these fields will not be static. They will be changing or dynamically. I need to give Vajrang as a second name. I can take it from the Excel, B, and then submit. Like this, you need to complete all the inputs. So that is the requirement. And finally, you need to send a screenshot to some user. Okay. So once you click on start, this enters all the rounds. Okay, now it will give you a screenshot. You need to send it back as an email. So that is the requirement. Okay, now the requirement got recorded in the meeting, but how can everyone know? What do we need to do? We need to create something called a task capture. The task capture, go and start, create a new task capture. Okay, now here you can directly build a diagram or capture a process. I'll just go ahead and capture the process for now. Okay, I cannot go and build each and every flow or take each and every uh, click activity. Just go ahead and try to open task capture. I'm just trying to open my task capture. Please wait. Okay, rpachallenge.com. Okay, the first step is to read the Excel. Excel can be at some location. It can be in your local machine or it can be anywhere. First, we need to do what? Read the Excel. I'm just trying to capture. Let me just see. Task capture, file new. No, don't say. Capture a process. Once you start with this will show you something like this window. This will tell you uh, what's happening. So all I can do is I can capture this. So this action title is read input file. Okay. And then click a pause because I need to go and navigate to different window. Okay. Then resume. Click on start. This is the first step. Click start. Okay. After clicking start, uh, then username. Okay. And then go ahead and fill the last name and go ahead and fill the email. Go ahead and fill the phone number. Okay. And like this, fill each and every detail and click on submit. And like this, we need to do. And let's take a pause. I'll submit each and everything. Okay. I'm just taking the last step. Resume, take completed screenshot. Okay. And then hit on stop. Now, can you see some flows are generated over here? Start this challenge and the flow and all. Can you see this? You can treat this like your flowchart. All you're trying to do is you're trying to tell a user what must be done. Now here, read input file is the first step. So all I can do here is I can edit rpa challenge.xlsx, read rpa challenge.xlsx, read rpa challenge file. So after you read the file, then what's the next step? Is it correct? Open RP challenge website.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just writing a different scenario, adding a plus sequence, open RPA challenge.com. Okay, once you open RPA challenge.com, are these the steps that you must follow? Click on start and then go and fill all the details. Now, if you can see here, let's just go ahead and see attach border. So if I want to add more screenshots, I can go and say capture more actions. If I want to change this to sequence or transaction or call activity, I can do that. See, we normally a developer will not uh, do all these changes. He will just try to read and understand the information. But I'm just telling you so that you will get to know how things will happen. Okay. Now in this, if you can just go ahead and double click on this, or I'll just go ahead and take it on the left. So let's just see. So if you can see over here, I'm asking you to click on start, but is there any, can you see that the image is populated with start button over here, but it's not visible properly, right? So let me just change it to yellow. Okay. And let me also increase the border. So this is the first step. So what's the next step? We need to fill in all the information. See, we can give screenshots like this for every item. If you can see that I'm filling all the details, or I can also do it in one image, right? Like first step, fill in the first name. Okay. Fill the row details. Add first name. Okay. Now add first name, last name, company name, and so on till address. So I can just mention it over here that, okay, this is what we need to fill. And also something that I need to give is, so this is company name that I need to fill, last name I need to fill, email I need to fill, and role in company I need to fill, phone number I need to fill, and hit on address. So are these the details that we need to fill every time?
Yes.
So after completing, what do we need to do? Do we need these images further?
Click submit button.
Click submit can be directly taken, right? So where is click submit? This is the last one. So can I delete all these extra images?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and select and delete all these extra images. So were you able to understand what I'm trying to do? I'm just cleaning it up. So first step, click on start, then fill in all the details, then click on submit. Okay. And then I need to repeat it again. Now, see this. Okay. So after completing this activity, I need to check if the next row is existing or not. Next row exists. So if next row exists, what should I do?
Same, fill all the details.
Fill all the details. So can I just drag it and map it back here and tell this is yes, next row exists. What if next row doesn't exist?
Submit and
Yeah, we need to
take
take the
this.
last screenshot, right?
Yes.
I'm cutting this one. Okay, cut this image and I will paste over here. Let's see. I need to add a sequence and I need to paste. Add a sequence, go to sequence and paste. Paste. Where is this? Let me just see. This must be back. Control Z. Okay, what I can do, just take a capture a screenshot. Okay, I'll start capture and I'll take this screenshot. Okay, now this is done and capturing the screenshot. Take final screenshot. Okay, after I take final screenshot, what should I do?
End process.
Send email with result. Okay, and then end process. End event. So this is start event, read range, open RPA challenge, then fill in all the details. But before filling all the details, we need to, so every time should we need to click on start button or only once?
Only once.
So what I can do, I can go ahead and copy this and go ahead and add a sequence and try to paste it. Properties, paste. Okay, I can paste it. And can I remove it from this loop? Click start. Start automation. Click start button. Okay. Now, if you can see, open RPA challenge is done. After that, clicking on this button and then filling in all the details, clicking on submit. So these steps are getting repeated, right?
Yes.
So after completing of this step, then what I need to do? I need to go and check if there is next row available. If it is available, then go and fill. What next row is not available?
Directly to the end the
Yeah.
process.
Not end the process, take a
And
screenshot,
congruent.
send email, and then end the process. Okay, so were you able to understand this flow? Everything that we have done till now? So I'm just trying to simplify things for you so that you will be able to understand it easily. I'm not making things complex. Please understand that. Okay, so this is what I have. And once that is done, I can go and check on the right and take it to the left. Okay. And then once it is done, and you can send email and I can stop it. Okay. Now you need to complete this automation from end to end. When I say end to end, like from the development documentation state till the deployment state, every stage must be followed. So this is my data. So what are the things that can happen with the task capture? So these are the things that you can do with a task capture. Okay, it can create a PDD, it can create flow diagrams, it can export as images. Okay, export as PDDs and export as automations also, as flows also. Let's see how that can be done. Now, can you see here file? First, you need to save as and how you need to save. So for this, what you need to create first to save anything? Go back to GitHub. Go to our UiPath in 30 days, issues, create a new issue, mention projects underscore RPA challenge underscore Vajrang, because that's what I need. And here, if you see, I need to add all the details. Now, as this process flow, like use case RPA challenge, as this process flow and all these details must be created, create complete automation. Create complete automation per use case. Okay, I can add few more details, but this is what I need for now. Once I create it, I'll get this ID 1967. And let's go back. And where should I update this one? Go to Git to our source code 2024. If you are in different month, go with your month and then go to version projects. And then I need to create a folder. I need to create with folder name underscore RPA challenge. Click on enter. So this is my task capture, process capture. Click on save. I'm not saying completely on the develop this documentation state, but till now we completed only the task capture state. Okay. Now, if you can see here in my stages, if you can see in the folder, so this is my source code and this is my June 2024 and then version projects. If you can see RPA challenge is created. Can you see this file that's generated?
Yes.
Okay. Now, along with this, let's also go ahead and create few more details. Here you can click on export. When you click on export, name it properly. What is your title? 1967 underscore RPA challenge Vajra period. Every organization has different naming convention. No need to follow only this one. Okay. Or you can just mention without period, you can just mention this one. And automation to fill all user details in RPA challenge website. Once that is done, I can mention my name and then hit on next. So there are two versions of documents that you can create. One is Automation Hub PDD and UiPath PDD. You can take anything. In your organization may have your own PDD version. So just go ahead and try to create. I'm going to use this one. Only the UI gets changed. Most of the properties remain same. Click on export. How will you export? In the same location, just go ahead and add this and mention this as PDD and hit on save. Okay. Now, if you can see here, is the new file generated? Yes.
Yes.
Or no? Okay.
Yes.
Done. So we'll see about PDD later, or we'll see what details do you have in PDD later. We'll get few more details. Export one more time, and I can export as a diagram also. Okay. Save. So creation of one image or one flow, we can create image, we can create Word document as a PDD, and we can also export as a studio file. It means you can also export it as a project. Okay, so in here, RPA challenge, I'm not going to directly create this file. Let's go ahead and name it as code. Like just to mention that this is a code I need to have and click on save.
Oh.
So can you just see this? What do you find? Starting something, open RPA challenge. Okay, what is it telling? Use Edge browser, open RPA challenge, use Edge browser, click on start button, use Edge browser, like everything is happening in Edge. So by default, whatever it has, it came in. Now, if you can open this one sequence, there is nothing in here. This is giving you an empty template, right? Empty template. If you can see here, RPA challenge URL got opened here. There's a click button that's there and open this one. This is having more information like click and then click you have, and then if row exists, this icon got populated and this and this. This is the end event and this is the start event. So whatever it does, it's creating data, but this is not sufficient or this is not useful for you. Understood?
Yeah.
But this gives you a template. That's all. So if you can see here, how many files you created, actually, how many diagrams did you create? You have
Three.
captured only one process you have captured, but out of that you exported, you are able to export the image. You can export this image. You are able to export this image. You are also able to export this PDD. You can also export the code. If you want to take it as RE framework, that's a different scenario. We are not talking about it, but we are only talking about what we can do with task capture. Now here, I don't have Word document in my machine. So let's go ahead and try to commit it. So whatever I'm going to do, I'm just going to update it or created flow chart, flow diagram. Okay, once that is done, I can commit to main and I can push to origin. So whenever you are pushing, you need to pull the changes. And these are the changes that I have for Puja basics. I can just push my changes. Puja tasks. I can just Discard selected changes. Discard selected changes. You not have all these options, you can ignore. Okay, once that is done, can you go back to GitHub and see the code if it is available or not? Source code 2024, June 2024. Projects. Where is this? Vajrang projects. So can you see this one or
Yes, sir.
not? Okay. In projects, I'm going and what is my current status of this particular item? So is it in no status or is it in under documentation phase? Which stage is it now?
Documentation.
Documentation. We did not complete the documentation yet. We did not start. We are not starting with the development. It's in documentation phase. Once it's complete documentation, only then we'll go to development.
Yes.
Okay. Let's stop it till here. So we started with task capture, and in task capture, we downloaded the task capture. Once we downloaded the task capture, we opened the RP Challenge website and we completed the automation capturing or requirement capturing. Once that is done, we are now moving into the complete the documentation stage of PDD tomorrow. And yeah, normally to work on this, what are the details that we need? In the documentation phase, you have as this process to be processed and all, and who are the targeted users and FT we need to check on. But the final output is a PDD that we are going to create. Okay, now you can get more details about task capture. Let me just see why this is not available. There are few more details, few more videos I have with task capture. So go ahead and check on them. I hope you will be able to access each and every video. Yeah, these are project recordings like life cycle. I have explained about life cycle and all. So go ahead and check on that as well. Now, why am I giving access to all the other videos? Let's say that you are not able to understand this one, but if you want to find some other information, go ahead and check on it. There is no wrong, but first follow the current recording. And if you are seeing here in June, we have already updated June day 2 and day 3. Today I'll be updating day 4. So follow the videos link.
Day 2 video is a problem, Vajrang. I'm unable to open. I already shared a screenshot with.
Try to do now. And also we are constantly updating this. This is again GitHub. If you already know GitHub, then no need to check on this video. Go directly to day 3. Clear? Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day ahead. Again, you have tasks to do. Go ahead, create one task for you and complete all the activities. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.